My name is Rosie Wrighting and I am the Labour MP for Kettering. We asked for your questions on the cost of living and today I'm going to be answering them. Are there signs things are getting better in your constituency? Yes, there are. There's still a way to go, don't get me wrong, but there are signs things are getting better. 2,000 people are not on waiting lists in Kettering and they were before. Mortgages are down and we have a lot of new build houses, so that really matters. We've increased the minimum wage so people's take-home pay is more. There's more to do, but I do think there are signs that we are turning a corner in Kettering and across the UK. Can we see ground rents sorted out? Well, actually, last month, the Labour government made a decision to cap ground rents at £250. This is going to help 5 million leaseholders across the UK because ground rents have just gotten out of control and the Tories let that happen. What do you think about reform reinstating the two-child cap? It was one of my most proud moments being an MP, seeing the Chancellor announce that we were lifting the two-child cap and bringing 500,000 children out of poverty, 2,500 children out of poverty in my own constituency. I think the fact that reform would reinstate that cruel policy, push children back into poverty, shows exactly who they are and who they think about. When are we going to see lower rail fares? Rail fares have not been frozen in 30 years, and that's partly why they're so high at the moment and why it's so good that Labour made a decision to freeze them for the first time in 30 years. The other thing we're doing is we're bringing trains back into public ownership. Great British Rail coming to a train station near you. What will we see in the way of rent controls? Well, you might not have heard, in spring 2026, our Renters' Rights Bill comes into power. I wish I had that in my early 20s. I know how difficult and expensive it can be to rent. Okay, and now we're going to move away from the cost of living questions. How does working at ASOS compare to working as an MP? Fashion and being ASOS is a very young industry. I worked with some amazing people, but it definitely was different when I got elected. And I walked into Parliament for the first time ever. The day after the election was the first time I'd ever been in the House of Commons. And since then I've been probably the youngest person in most rooms. But I will say that working in fashion has helped me develop a pretty thick skin, which I use day to day in politics. Are you even old enough to be an MP? Yes, I'm old enough to be an MP and I am an MP. Yeah, I try and use my voice in the Commons to give a young person's perspective, whether that's like what it was like growing up online or to have the pandemic during my education or to be stuck in a rental house that has mould. I have that experience and I try and use that every day. Who is your fashion inspo? I am constantly inspired by British fashion. It's a massive part of our story, whether that is Alexandra McQueen, Vivienne Westwood, Burberry, but my day-to-day fashion inspos probably comes from influencers that I see on TikTok, kind of the new generation of fashion influencers. What is your dream fit? I mean, the way I dress day to day has changed quite a lot. I mean, the dress code for ASOS head office and the dress code for the House of Parliament are quite different. So now my dream fit is actually probably a good quality, well-fitting suit, something from Victoria Beckham, I'll show you here, or Adeline Lee, British designers. But yeah, that would be my dream. But when I'm not in Parliament, something that's colourful, fun, shows my personality, maybe.